Next, I will introduce Dr.Prithvi Chandrakanth. So, Dr. Prithvi Chandrakanth is currently a Retina Fellow at Arvindai Hospital, Coimbatore, and also Director of Dr. Chandrakanth Malabar Nethralaya, Kozhikode. He has presented several papers, posters, videos in state, national, and international conferences. He has 4 publications on innovations in ophthalmology in the Indian Journal of Ophthalmology. And one fun fact, it is because of Prithvi's article that the IJO started the section on innovation. They actually started it because of Prithvi. And he has won awards for the best publication in IJO AOS 2019, in KSOS 2019, IIRSI 2020, WWCRS 2021, and of course the Think Under the Apple Tree Innovation Competition of AIOC 2021 and IIRSI 2021 and the AIO's Innovators Forum, TNOA 2021, and also the Cahotech 2021 industry program. So over to you, Dr. Prithvi.
Thank you, John, sir, for the introduction.
Thanks, Prithvi. Yeah.
Thank you, TNOA, for giving me this opportunity. I'll be playing my video. I hope it's visible.
Yes.
Photography has always been my passion, and I was that inquisitive kid who would like to make new things with the waste materials lying around. I like to make new things and show to my friends when I was in school back then. That is when I met my mentor, my friend John sir, during my post-graduation period, who saw that I was concentrating more on my career and not on things which I was really passionate about. He suggested me to use my photography skills in ophthalmology and create something which would help me enjoy my work a little more. That takes me to the topic I'm going to talk about. That is frugal ophthalmic imaging. What does frugal actually mean? It means using only as much money as necessary or making something small, simple, and cost-effective. Imaging is very important in ophthalmology. During residency, it is imperative to see photos and learn from it. Images can also be used to counsel patients, to teach. Also in hospitals, we heard of imaging tools and for documentation. That's what led me to my 3 innovations, which were all on ophthalmic imaging. Those were the photography with the trochlear lens and IOL scope. All these instruments were then published in the Indian Journal of Ophthalmology in the section of innovation, which would help others make it and use it for ophthalmic imaging. First innovation was trash to treasure. 20 centimeter sanitizer bottle was cut in the bottom to fit the 20D lens and the smartphone attached to the mouth of the bottle. And you could take these photos once you turn on the flash. We used the trash to see if it was efficient enough to see for diabetic retinopathy. The upper half was from a tabletop fundus camera, and the lower half was from the trash to treasure. Comparable. The second innovation was anti-segment photography with trochlear lens. Here we take the chart paper, we cut it into 10 centimeter to 1.5 centimeter length, make a fold in the center, double-sided tape at one end of the folded paper. Once that is done, we use a puncher to make a hole at one end of the paper. Once the hole is done, we remove the double trochlear lens of the desired power is then stuck to the double-sided tape. The chart paper is folded back to sandwich it in between. Your ASPE is ready. The ASPE is then taken and aligned in front of the smartphone camera. This helps the camera of the phone be used as a macro lens. On it on video mode, flashlight is on, take photos. And here are a few photos taken from the ASPE. The outreach program called the AROMA, Arvind Rural Outreach Using Mobile Application, was initiated during the COVID pandemic, which used macro lens attached to smartphone for ophthalmic screening via local volunteers who would then share the images to the clinicians at the main center. Prithvi, in collaboration with Johns Hopkins University, developed a concise smartphone device which is now being used in the Aroma project for telescreen. My third innovation on ophthalmic imaging was the IOL scope. It is very similar to ASPE, but here, instead of one intraocular lens, we use 4 intraocular lenses of 30 diopter power. As you see, we need to glue all the 4 intraocular lens haptics using Fevicol liquid adhesive. Once that is done, the IOL scope is ready to be aligned on the phone. Keeping the slide on the torch, you can take photos of any microorganism. Here are a few photos of fungus taken from the IOL scope. We went on to use it during a live surgery. This is a video showing FES being conducted on a patient suspected of mucormycosis, and we diagnosed it intraoperatively right at the operating room. This comes to the next innovation, that is SLIM, slit lamp based intraocular lens microscope. It is a very simple attachment of IOL scope to the slit lamp. As you can see, the mobile adapter is fixed to the slit lamp. Once the adapter is fixed to the slit lamp, we use the IOL scope to take photos and videos of microorganisms at the OPD. Simple innovations are those which gives you the best results. And that is what is a great innovation. If it is a really good idea, you should patent it. Or if it's not patentable, it should at least be published in a reputed journal. I would like to conclude by saying that innovations are the brick laid by each one of us to lay a foundation that will turn into a beautiful monument in the future. Thank you.
Brilliant. Brilliant, Prithvi.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
அவரு லென்ஸ் வந்து இப்ப நீங்க கீழே விழுந்துருச்சுன்னா விட மாட்டாரு. முதல்ல எடுத்துப்பாரு அத. தேடி எடுத்து then he thinks how those lenses can be used now. The IOL scope, it's a brilliant idea.
Brilliant.
We are using 430 diopter lenses, so it is 120 diopters. Yes. And then you can use it to make it into a lab microscope. So even now some of our secondary centers which are connected with Coimbatore are doing KOH mount right in their secondary centers, or even vision centers can do that. They don't have to send for KOH to some microbiology lab or anywhere. So that's the kind of impact some of his simple ideas have. Not really thinking out of the box.
Amazing. Amazing, Prithvi. Over to the panelists. Kumar.
John has to. John has to add. He's.
Yeah. John.
Yes, sir. So it is very important to look for a passion that you love and integrate that and innovate according to that. So that is what Prithvi has done. That is what Nilesh has done. That is what everybody has done. So if you find something interesting and then you find the energy to go after it, as Dr. Suben sir said, it is a very painful journey, but if you really love it, you would love to go the entire journey. And so these are all frugal innovations. He has made it all open source and easily replicatable, so not really commercialized. And it is going to be very useful as a low-cost innovation and for all the ophthalmologists around the world. There is no excuse that there is no money available. This all can be done very, very easily.
I have a small suggestion for Prithvi, and I think I end up giving him this all the time. This DIY looks very good on these presentations. Okay, so but trust me, not many ophthalmologists are really interested in doing it themselves. DIT is not there. Okay, so DIY looks good. So you have to give them a finish. You get the same 30 diopter lenses, 4 of them, pack it into a single kind of holder or something, It's not very difficult. Orolab is there with you. You can get that, and you give. I mean, you don't have to make money out of it. But let's say, like Venkatesh said, it's being used in the peripheral center. If you ask somebody to make that, it's still a tall order for them sometimes, and you might not get the results as you want. So you put those 30 diopter lens, put it whatever it costs, even if you sell it at cost price. I'm not asking you to make money out of it, but make it easier for the end user. It's often your product or your innovation takes off much faster.
Exactly.
Can I ask
We have been doing two of my products into actually commercializing type. One is the ASPI. ASPI actually has been taken up now by John Hopkins and Arvind, and we are making it to a patent. It's a patent pending product, so which we are using now in the outreach programs. And the IOL scope, like you said, Orolab has taken it up, and they have taken it into one single lens of 150 diopter, and they're manufacturing it right now, making a new design, refining it, and yeah, soon it will be out. Yeah.
And then you're already halfway there.
Yes, sir.
Can you do macro photography with this?
Yes, sir. Surely.
Yes, sir. Actually, this is essentially a macro lens.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Very nice.
Kumar is another guy who's interested in photography. A lot of photography does.
The Aroma project which we are doing, actually Venkatesh sir can give a more better insight of it.
Aroma project, I think there was a presentation by one of the
in one of the presentations. Dayakar had presented.
Yes.
So basically, we are training the village volunteers to take images and then screen those images instead of doing mega camps into just collect smaller camps for patients. So that's when we were trying to do with macro lens and other things. They were finding it very difficult. And that's when we came across this idea of ASPI. And then we said, let's take it to the next level. And now we have tried different lenses, 8 diopters, 10 diopter, 12 diopter, 14 diopter, 16 diopter, and we freezed on 12 diopter lens, which brilliantly takes some of the images like what Prithvi was saying, and without much efforts from the volunteer. They just have to keep the mobile with a cushion on top of it, and then you get a brilliant anterior segment image. So for screening ulcers, foreign body, all these lid lesions and all that, it really works very well.
Prithvi, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Is it compatible with all type of phones?
Yes, sir. We have
phones come with multiple cameras. How do you go about?
Actually, in phones with multiple cameras, we have to search for the primary camera, and that primary camera will act as the adjoint.
Okay.
We have tried with all the phones which have the side camera and the central camera. It works good with every phone.
Fantastic. Congrats.
Only with the iPhone it works, is it?
No, sir, with every phone, with all kind of phones, with the center camera, with the side camera, everything, it works well.
It works.
Okay.